Hello, this is Mimi and welcome back to A Cup of English. This is a slow English listening practice, so if you're playing this video, make sure you're laying in bed, cleaning the house, or going out for a walk. It will keep you company. When we talk about attractiveness, we usually think about the surface. A nice outfit, shiny hair, or clear skin. But there's another kind of attractiveness. The kind that comes from who you are, not just how you look. And that kind of beauty only grows when you have hobbies. Yes, hobbies do make you attractive. And if you're only interested in physical appearance, then this video probably isn't for you. Hobbies make you attractive in the way that matters. The energy you give, the peace you carry, the confidence you build. Modern life drains us. You wake up early, eat something quick, rush to work, spend 8 or 10 hours building someone else's dream, then you come back home, eat, scroll, and fall asleep feeling tense and empty. It's a cycle that repeats itself every single day. It almost feels like a softer version of modern slavery, something we all have to accept just to survive, just to pay the bills. But that's exactly why we need something that breaks the routine, something that reminds us we're human and not machines. That something is hobbies, a space where your creative side can breathe again. I want you to think about this for a moment. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? Not for work, not for school, not for your family, and not to impress anyone. Just for you. Maybe it's been a very long time that you even forgot you had a creative tendency. Let's talk about why hobbies make you attractive. First, hobbies show that you enjoy your own company. And trust me, that's rare. Most people don't know how to be alone without feeling lonely. They don't know how to sit with themselves without getting lost in overthinking. But when you have a hobby, you turn solitude into something beautiful. You turn quiet moments into creativity, learning, imagination, or peace. Imagine someone who sketches at night, or someone who reads before bed, or someone who journals their thoughts, or someone who bakes for fun, or someone who learns English slowly, calmly, without stress. Doesn't that person feel interesting? Alive? That's the energy you give off when you have hobbies. Even if no one sees you doing them, even if you never show your work online, it still changes something inside you. Second, hobbies bring confidence, a soft, calm, natural confidence, not the loud type, not the look at me confidence. No, the gentle kind that comes from knowing who you are, knowing what you enjoy, knowing that your time has value. People can feel that energy and they're drawn to it. Third, hobbies connect you to your inner child, the part of you that used to play, explore, Try new things, mess up, try again, laugh, create without fear. Growing up can silence that part of us. Life becomes serious. We start worrying about what others think. We become afraid of being bad at things. We become afraid of starting. But hobbies remind you that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be talented. You don't need to impress anyone. You can do things simply because they make you feel human again. Fourth, hobbies heal. They calm your nervous system, reduce anxiety, ground your thoughts. They give you something to look forward to. They give you a break from the constant noise of the world. Sometimes the only reason you feel empty is because you stopped doing the things that once made you feel alive. And I know life gets heavy, routine gets boring, days blend together. We forget ourselves. We forget what we love. We forget that we are allowed to enjoy things without earning it. So maybe tonight you can think about a hobby you want to bring back into your life. Or maybe something new, something small, something gentle, such as reading, sketching, learning a language, coloring, listening to slow English content before bed, studying something you're curious about, anything that returns a piece of you back to yourself. Hobbies don't only make you attractive, they make you grounded, they make you interesting, they make your nights softer and your days more meaningful. They make you feel like a real person again, not just someone living on autopilot. Your mental health doesn't collapse all at once. It collapses slowly when you stop doing the little things that make you feel like yourself. You don't wake up depressed one day. You get there step by step, by ignoring your needs, by living on autopilot, by doing everything for others and nothing for yourself. One of the fastest ways to pull yourself out of that dark place is to give your brain something meaningful to do. Hobbies do that. People think that hobbies are just a fun activity. They're a coping mechanism, a healthy one. Because when you're busy doing something you enjoy, you paint, you read, you cook, you write, you learn a language, your brain finally gets a break from the same negative thoughts running in the background all day. You interrupt the cycle. Anxious people know what I mean. Your mind keeps repeating the same sentence, the same fear, the same scenario, and no matter how much you tell yourself to stop, it doesn't stop. But the moment you focus on something with your hands, mixing, drawing, knitting, coloring, taking photos, your brain has no choice but to slow down. It has to be present. That's why hobbies feel calming, not because they're magical, but because they force your mind to stop living in the past and stop worrying about the future. Think of it like this. Your brain has limited space. If you fill that space with something soothing, it has less room for anxiety. And here's the part nobody tells you. Hobbies make your nervous system feel safe. When you do something you enjoy, your body releases chemicals that literally tell your brain, you're okay, you're safe, nothing is attacking you. And that's why, after doing a hobby, you feel grounded, you feel normal, you feel like you can breathe again. It's not productivity, it's not a trend, it's your brain healing itself. Hobbies also create structure. When you struggle mentally, your days feel like one long blur. You lose track of time, you lose interest, everything becomes heavy. But when you add just one small hobby into your day, something you do on purpose, not by accident, you suddenly have a moment that feels different from the rest of your day. A moment that is yours. And that tiny moment can change the whole tone of your day. You relax, you breathe deeper, your mind becomes quieter, you stop feeling useless, you stop feeling like you're wasting your life. You feel human again. That's what hobbies do. They don't fix your mental health overnight, but they give you space to feel alive when everything else feels overwhelming. So if you're laying there listening to me tonight and you feel lost or tired or empty, start with one small hobby, a tiny one, something that brings you a little joy, something you can do with your own two hands, something that only belongs to you, because you deserve a life that feels like yours, not a life that feels like survival. And for the people complaining they don't have time for hobbies, I would argue that if you have time to rot in bed at night and scroll, then you do have time. And remember this, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Thank you for listening. I hope this video brought you comfort. This was Mimi from A Cup of English, and have a good night.